Ooh, yeah, good stuff. This one looks real juicy. It won't be able to resist. Meet me on the outskirts of town tomorrow at 7 sharp. That's when we make our move and capture it.
Ooh, so this is yak milk. I thought it would be gross, but it's actually deliciously good. Huh. It's kind of crazy. The first time I travel outside of Highwind, and it's to Sandrock of all places. After you left, I often find myself wondering about you, how your work is going, how you're dealing with the sandstorms, if you're happy, and so on. In my mind, I kind of built you up as this hero, coming to save Sandrock. Silly, isn't it? Hey, don't laugh! I'm serious! I subscribe to the Tumbleweed Standard, and I keep seeing your name pop up. You fixed the moisture farm, beat the googlies, or whatever they're called, and even rebuilt a bridge. It's amazing. Your ma couldn't believe it. She kept saying, "Really? Our child?" Your pa even joked that there must be someone with the same name as you here. But they're really proud of you. They're just not used to us doing grown-up stuff, I guess. You've always been kind of foolhardy, though, always running into things before thinking. So I guess it kind of makes sense for them to feel that way, right?
Je travaille dur pour réaliser mon rêve.
When you talk like that, it makes you sound so mature. You've really changed, you know. I mean, you're still you, but there's this air of reliability now. I guess I can't call you the idol master anymore. Maybe when I finish school, I should also go somewhere else and expand my horizon. But I don't know. I tend to get lonely by myself. I'll probably be homesick by the second week.
Tu pourrais nous rejoindre à Dune Rock?
Us? You're already becoming a Sandrocker. Now you're all pistols and howdies, right? Look, I'm only staying in Sandrock for 3 days. Then I have to go back and take an exam. I have a little request, though. Can you show me around town? I'd really appreciate the company. Oh, by the way, now that I'm finally here, anything you want to ask me?
Comment vont mes parents?
They're doing really well. You don't have to worry. When I'm around, they talk about you and Sandrock all the time. They kept wondering if you're making any new friends or getting enough sleep or eating enough. I think they really miss you. Speaking of, your ma wrote a letter. You haven't gotten it yet? Wow, I really got here that fast.
Comment se déroulent tes études?
My studies are going really well, actually. I'm working like crazy to keep my grades up, though. Hey, are you growing any crops? I almost forgot that you're doing desert planting, right? It's so interesting. It uses completely unorthodox techniques. That's kind of what I'm studying at the moment. Unconventional farming methods. Professor Law, my master, is a lead researcher on these methods. Like, how can you increase yield and growth under the same conditions? Or even bringing crops back to life? But, his methods are still under development, so I'm bound to secrecy. Which reminds me, where's the moisture farm in Sandrock? I've heard a great many things about it, so I'm curious. If you're free tomorrow, could you go with me to take a look? Please, pretty please, with an apple cherry on top. Oh, so I have one more question to ask. I finally get to gossip with you. Are you in love? Anyone you met in Sandrock that you like? Or maybe someone likes you?
Non, je n'ai que Dieu que pour toi.
Huh? Hey, don't tease me like that. Is it hot in here? Oh, we got so caught up in talking, I completely forgot to give you your presents. Besides what your parents brought you, I brought you a couple as well. All right, I think we've talked enough already. Let's eat up. I think I'm gonna hit the hay a little early tonight. All right, you go do your builder stuff. I'm gonna get some rest.
Alors, j'ai un sac. Et qu'est-ce qui m'apporte son sac? En gros, c'est pour me donner un nouveau style. Et là. Bon, voilà. Maintenant, j'ai quoi? Patineur. Bon, j'ai pas grand chose là. En vrai, je vais essayer de parler un peu plus avec.
Sandrock's bigger than I expected. Luckily, I brought my sneakers, huh? Sandrock's bigger than I expected. Sandrock's big.
Bon, pour l'instant, on peut pas parler plus avec. Bon, on va aller voir ce qu'on peut faire comme quête. En fait, j'aime bien, c'est bien stylé, ça fait propre. Bon, voilà. La base, je suis pas là pour ça. Alors. Lever son filtre à eau. On va lui faire. Alors. Notre filtrage et pompe. Ok, au-dessus en cuivre. Allez. Alors. Et voilà. On va aller lui donner les lingots.
We've met, but I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Jensen, the conductor of the Sandrock train station. Nice to have you in Sandrock. Thank you.
Voilà. C'est déjà ça de fait. Maintenant, on va essayer d'en prendre une autre. Ah, je peux plus l'accepter, c'est pas grave. Là, ah là, par contre, on peut. Hop. On replante tout ça. Allez, on est reparti. Il faut du temps pour que ça vienne la maturité. Ah. Voilà. Voilà. On va bientôt pouvoir le faire. Bon, alors, mettre le livreur, genre d'entraînement. On va aller voir les étiquettes qu'on peut faire. Par contre, j'en vois une loin derrière. La boîte mystère, on ira voir aussi. En tout cas, là, il y a des mois, on n'a rien du tout comme quête secondaire. Et devant, on est blindé partout. Dans ce jeu, c'est soit tout, soit rien. On va aller voir à l'église. En même temps, on va essayer de voir aussi avec justice. Si j'arrive à la rattraper, bien sûr.
Hey, remember that handgun I gave you? How's it been keeping? I know you can handle yourself, but I feel like I'd be shirking my responsibilities somewhat if I ain't giving you a rundown on how to use that there 6-shooter. Sure, you did pretty good with your old point-and-shoot tactic, but we got some basic firearms training that folks around here do if they're gonna handle a weapon. How's about me and you head on over to the range and let off a few rounds?
Ce serait super. Merci.
Ain't no thing, partner. Just meet me by the shooting range behind the Civil Corps office. Oh, and remember to bring that gun I gave you.
Bon, on va y aller au stand de tir après.
Minister, I beg of you to reconsider.
I've told you, Miguel, the people won't stomach another water tax hike. They're stretched thin as it is. I doubt half these folks could even afford it.
Every penny, Minister. You know this.
What I know is this. Now is a time of tribulation for our people. We need not burden them any further.
But this project will cost.
It inspires hope. We can afford it.
We're spending our goals on frivolities. Meaningless eyesores.
We're spending our goals on our people. We're giving someone a chance to make a day's earnings and an opportunity to make a difference in this town. That, to me, is priceless. Well now, always in the right place at the right time, aren't we, Builder? That's good. I think Miguel may require a bit of assistance. I must be going, but be a dear and help him, won't you?
Yes. Help. According to some, the church needs a new mural in the temple. The church would be highly appreciative if you could work with our town's artists to manifest these vague requests. The minister thinks that certain effigies of our faith are uninviting. Will you assist us?
Tu n'es pas du même avis qu'elle.
Heard us, did you? It's not my place to question the minister. She has the final say in matters these days, and I must respect that, however much I may disagree with her decisions.
Pas de problème.
She gave rather limited notes on the specifics. Nevertheless, I would expect Pablo or Amira should be able to produce a painting of sufficient quality. If we're conscious of budget, perhaps even Jasmine could be recruited to our cause. The church has allocated 1,000 goals for the project. Here you are. What remains afterwards will be your commission for the frame. Return to me when you have the items in question. Be swift, Builder.
Ok. Maintenant, jour d'entraînement. On va aller voir aussi Morty. Tant qu'à faire, il est juste derrière, donc autant y aller tout de suite.
Yes, these were the good old days. We were so full of hope then. We used to write messages in the sand with straw. If you stuck them in there with a shovel, they'd stay there for a long, long time. But this photo, it was quite a while after we started doing that. Ah, yes. It all started when I found that old book. I thought fate was giving us another chance. From the ruins of the old world that impoverished us, we found a book. One that detailed all sorts of agricultural techniques, advanced concepts that included even terraforming the desert. The methods in the book seemed out of our grasp, however, until I noticed that the message I used to write in the sand with straw would, if I made them into a square, they could protect plants inside it from the blowing sands. And so began the straw grid. I began digging thousands of squares across the desert, sowing stubborn plants in each of them, ones I knew could survive. As the plants grew, the straw became like fertilizer. After a few cycles, sand turned back into soil again. Zeke might have told you something about those days, We were all building the straw grid. And for a while there, we thought we were going to put a dent into the sandstorms. But the desert was too strong. We were like droplets of water fighting against an unfeeling ocean. No matter what we did, the winds kept blowing, and our oasis got smaller and smaller. I'm sorry that regaling such a pleasant memory took a rather dark turn. Please, stop by if you find any more of my photos.
Ce que j'aime bien quand je vais voir Morty, c'est toujours il nous raconte des histoires du passé. Comme là, c'est lui et... Bah, c'est lui en gros qui a fait le quadrillage avec la paille. C'est marrant de voir tout ça. Ah, on va aller voir Ernest aussi. Tant qu'à faire, c'est sur ma route.
Good day, Builder. I'll have you know that I've decided to stay in this town until I finish writing the story on Logan. It's the hot story in the press right now, and my editor Eduardo is adamant that I see it to the end, no matter the cost. Since I don't see Logan being captured anytime soon, I've decided to move into the Old Town Lodge. The Blue Moon is cheap and quaint, but it's so noisy that I can't write for the life of me, and I keep having nightmares.
Qu'est-ce que tu écris?
Writing for the Atara Times is only my day job. I'm actually a novelist at heart. Though I'm a bit upset that my pa sent his strictest editor to oversee my writing, I wholeheartedly believe that my writing will one day see mass popularity. Indeed. Small columns pay the bills, but are hardly fulfilling as a creator. The novel is the true proving ground for one's skill. This Logan character, adapting his story into a narrative of my own, could be the next big step for my career. Oh, well, yes, of course I have to do an adaptation. Not just write about his life. I'm writing a novel, not a biography. Plus, if I used his likeness without his permission, who knows what a crude felon like that could do? He might sue! Furthermore, I'll never meet the guy. Well, let's hope. I'll never get an interview. I'll certainly never get permission to write about him, and yeah, this way I can write whatever I think will be best for the novel. Much better. I'll just make a bandit character based on him and call him Rocky. No, Dr. Killface. Ah, that's terrible. Right, of course. I did actually have a point to make with this tangent. That desk at my new apartment. That desk, the height is all wrong. The way I have to sit to write, it cuts off all the circulation to my brain. Now all my ideas are terrible. So, I need your finest writing desk with a popus comfy chair to get the juices flowing again. I'm counting on you.
Pas de problème.
Great. Remember, I need the finest writing desk with a popus comfy chair. I'll hold off on the writing until I get the furniture set. The best stories need the best furniture. I got another builder and the local carpenter to help out with the rest of the furnishings. Ooh, can't wait for everything to be ready.
Bon voilà. Genre lui c'est à cause de ses meubles qu'il n'arrive pas à écrire. Il veut pas assumer qu'il est pas terrible. Faut toujours trouver une excuse. Bon alors. Apparemment, le stand de tir, il est derrière.
Good to see you, partner. So let's get started. Take your position. Free lane over there. Get over there and show me your best stance. All right, that ain't bad. You want to keep your stance strong and secure. Remember, when you shoot, you're going to have crazy recoil. Good shooting's about control. Now, watch me shoot. Tell me what you notice. So, what do you think?
T'as l'air vraiment stable.
That's right. My stance gives me complete control. I'm stable enough to reduce the recoil, and my aim is solid. A strong stance is really the first important step. If you aren't in control, your aim is going to be all over the place. If you aren't holding strong, then that recoil is gonna be kicking you onto your backside real quick. You know, you should have seen my old boss shoot. Guy can shoot the goggles off a giggle and not even draw blood. Heck, I've seen folks just throw down their weapons after a look from the guy. Anyway, next up is grip. Grip is just as important as your stance, all right? With the weak grip, that gun of yours will kick right out of your hands when you shoot. During Unsure's training, gun shot out of his hand and knocked out a couple of teeth. Had to get them replaced. Don't remember which ones, though. You want to cover all the gaps on the grip with your hands. Get your main hand holding the gun, thumb pointing forward. Get it right up there. Don't hold too low now. Next up, wrap your other hand around, making sure you're supporting it. Also means you got the freedom to react if necessary.
Comme ça.
Yeah, that's it. Now when you're holding it properly, you're not going to get as much recoil. You'll be controlled. Once you got your stance and grip down, well, that's the basics. There's much more to shooting than this, mind, but that'll come with practice. All right, let's have a little competition, eh? Tell you what, how about we make it interesting? If I win, we hit the blue moon, and you're buying. If you win, well, I reckon that ain't gonna happen, so you choose.
Une partie du jeu de la top.
Ain't a bad idea. Round 2, melee weapons training. Let's shoot some targets. All right, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Let's see how you do. 15 seconds. Let's go. Grip it tighter, partner.
J'ai même pas commencé.
Dang, good one. All right, again. Good aim. Phew, good shooting. Neither of us got that edge, though, eh? We used to have competitions like this back when I was just a regular Civil Corps officer. Whoever won used to have to buy the rounds at the Blue Moon. Then when B3 left, I was really the only one left to become sheriff. I never thought I was ready. Big boots and all. But you do what you got, right?
T'es un shérif d'enfer.
Thanks. But you ain't got to flatter me, partner. I do what I can for this town. It means everything to me. Every day I'm trying to be half the man he was. Well, I mean, with his missing eye, leg, and arm, I guess all I have to be is just a quarter of a man? Dang, I can't even get that. Bonjour came shortly after that. Never met the old man, but he fit into the Civil Corps well enough. And we were lacking for members at the time. Main thing B3 taught me about guns, though. Safety. Last lesson, and by far most important. Number 1, trigger discipline. Keep that finger off the trigger unless you're aiming to shoot. Don't want you taking a trip to fame because you shot your own foot off by being careless, let alone what you can do to others. Number 2, never, I repeat, never aim your gun at something you ain't fixing to take down. These things ain't toys, partner. That's an order straight from Civil Corps. I ain't messing around. You hear me? That about wraps it up for today. You did real good. So, how about my offer? Want to hit the town for a while?
Oui, allons-y.
After you, partner.
Allez-y, la mission du jour, avec plaisir. Là, je comprends pas là. J'ai pas compris en fait comment ça fonctionne leur jeu. Peut-être qu'il faut aller directement au truc, je sais pas. Bon, on va continuer. Faut des vis en cuivre. Hop. Ok, il me manque encore du caoutchouc. Voilà, il reste plus que les tuyaux de pompe, il m'en reste plus qu'un. Et on est bon. Il faut quand planche en bois. Ok. Et pour son fauteuil, quoi qu'il faut, cuir simple. Planche en bois dur. Comme d'hab, on va aller en chercher des bois durs. Ok, bon bah, pas trop de choix. Allez, on récupère tout ce qu'on peut récupérer. Il va falloir des bâtons de bois dur. Du cuir simple, il m'en faut encore un. Il en faut encore. Voilà. Bon. Voilà. Maintenant, on va passer la nuit. Voilà. Oh putain, c'est vrai. Je devais aller à 21h.
Morning! Ooh, I slept so well at the blue moon. I had a really great dream, too. Decided to come pick you up myself this morning. Feels like when we were kids, and I'd come get you for school. Hey, let me see your workshop. What's it like? Not bad, not bad. Did you build these machines yourself? And wow, that assembly station is way bigger than the one you had back home. Hey, I've an idea. You've been away so long, everyone's forgotten what you look like already. Let's take a photo together to show the folks in Highwind.
Sambot.
Yeah! Alright, don't pull any stupid faces though, okay? I want to keep it with me. Let's do a cool pose. Say cheese! Not bad, not bad. It's actually a pretty good shot. When I get back, I'll show it to your parents. I'm sure they'll be proud to see your workshop. All right, I'm gonna tell you our plan for today, okay? That way you won't get worried when you can't find me. I'm visiting the moisture farm later. You know, it's actually really famous. Professor Law has even mentioned it in class before. I think I might be able to learn a thing or two. If you're not busy, maybe you can come with me?
Ok, allons-y.
All right, I'm gonna head over there now. When you're done with your busy work, come find me, Kay? I want to show you all the cool botany stuff I've learned at school.
Ok. Bon. Alors. Voilà. Comme ça, il est content. Faut que j'arrête ça. Voilà. Ça c'est bon. C'est une lettre. L'observation s'est déroulée comme prévu et j'ai réussi à conduire une analyse détaillée du satellite. Je joins une copie de mon rapport à cette lettre et je pense que les résultats devraient te paraître assez fascinants. D'accord. On le garde, mais je sais pas à quoi ça correspond. Comment vas-tu? Nous avons tous lu l'article sur l'attaque des bandits sur le château d'eau. Nous étions si inquiets. Nia s'inquiétait aussi pour toi. Elle est déjà en route pour Rock pour te voir. Est-elle déjà arrivée? Assure-toi d'aller la chercher à la gare. Sois sympa. Ton père et moi voulions venir te voir, mais nous avons pensé que Nia serait mieux. Tu ne voudrais pas d'un couple de vieux schnocks comme nous dans les pattes. N'oublie pas de trouver du temps pour Nia quand elle arrivera. Prends des vacances et fais-lui visiter les environs. C'est le moins que tu puisses faire. Oh, et sa mère voulait un gâteau au jujube des sables. Alors rassure-toi qu'elle revienne avec, d'accord? Ah c'est vrai, faut que je fasse les bois durs aussi. Ah, bois dur et tissu rugueux. Voilà. Oh déjà. Alors. Ah c'est vrai. Normalement, je suis censé pouvoir fabriquer. Ah là, c'est vrai, il me faut les joints. Bon, voilà. Du coup, le truc qu'on va faire, c'est que. Hop, hop. On va aller voir Pablo. Et après, on ira à la grange. Qu'est-ce qu'elle veut, Grace?
Hey! Has Owen told you about his new idea? It's even been approved by the church and all. We're going to make the world a better place. Ah, let me fill you in then. Short of it is, some small villages around Sandrock are just scraping by, eating sand rice 3 meals a day. Owen, being the boss he is, decided to step up and ship some hearty meals their way. Only question was logistics. We pitched it to the church and they were on board right away. Had a bit of back and forth. They said they'll help deliver meals if we, Owen cooks them up.
C'est une super idée.
Right? I think it's kind of amazing. These small villages are pretty far from Sandrock, and the desert is a relentless climate. Not so fun fact, perishable food starts to spoil after only 2 hours in the heat. Plus, if we're going to bring them food, I want it to be fresh. Their lives are hard enough. They don't need soggy room temperature noodles on top of the, you know, hardship and everything. So I designed an insulated backpack based on a takeout box relic found by the Civil Corps. It said that in the old world, people could enjoy fresh food without even needing to leave their house. These takeout boxes, they used an advanced technology to make a compound of aluminum oxide and silica powder. This compound is a soft, flexible material that was used for effective insulation. Using this box, food could be kept fresh long enough to ensure a safe and enjoyable delivery. I tried to get Chi to look into the tech for me, but he said it didn't seem worth it. Oh please, space tech isn't the only thing worth studying. Ya space case? Ahem. Best not to get too worked up about it. Anyway, after a bit of my own research, I now have a recipe for the insulated backpack. Would you mind helping me make it?
Pas de problème.
Thank you so much. Alright, come show me when it's ready. I'm kind of curious to see how useful this old world tech really is.
Bon. On va parler à Pablo. Après, on va à la grange et on arrêtera là, je pense.
A painting? For the church? Darling, I'm afraid I must respectfully decline. My art is suitable for museums, gallerias, and possibly poetry jam coffee shops if they're chic enough. I can hardly think of a place less hip than the church, I'm afraid. Perhaps the lovely Amira would be up to your task.
Ok, lui, je sais pas pour qui il se prend, mais bon. Allez, on continue. Cette fois, on ira voir Amira. Et on pourra aller voir après à la grange. Allez, hop.
Welcome. Is there something I can help you with? A mural for the temple. It's a wonderful idea. But a mural that size will take some time. And that's not something I have a lot of. Still, since you'll be putting aside your work to make the frame, perhaps I can do the same. It's a tough job though, and with things being tight lately, I'm afraid I can't offer a sizable discount. So it will be 1,000 goals for the mural. Would that work for your budget?
Ça me semble raisonnable vu l'étendue du travail.
Wonderful. I'll get started right away. I'll send it to you when I'm done.
Les 1000, c'est ce que je vais recevoir. En gros, là, tout l'argent que je vais recevoir, ça va me permettre de rembourser son travail à elle. C'est triste, quoi. Mais bon, on n'a pas le choix. Hein. Sinon, ça se fera pas. Hop, maintenant. On va là.
Besides wheat, we also have pomato. Look, they're over there. In the beginning, we really struggled with sandhoppers. It took a few generations to breed something that could withstand them.
That really is a long process. We were also cultivating tomatoes in one of our experimental greenhouses last semester. I had the highest yield of tomatoes, but the potatoes it produced, it must have had something to do with the soil.
Hello. I was just talking to your friend here.
Ah, you're here! Mr. Zeke was just showing me around the moisture farm. He said you repaired the hydrogel. Oh, by the way, Mr. Zeke, Professor Law said that if you want to grow bigger and juicier tomatoes, you need to control the irrigation temperature. If the temperature gets too low, it's not conducive to proper absorption of nutrients.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, and just call me Zeke.
I just remembered the little greenhouses you used to make me. I planted some banana berries there. They turned out delicious. So sweet. Ah, I'm sorry. My mind likes to jump around a lot. I just say what pops into my head. The builder used to call me Goldfish because of it.
I understand. It's nice to find someone with a similar love of botany.
What about you? Do you like planting here?
Je suis l'élite du jardinage dans le coin.
All right, expert. Since you're so high and mighty, let's do a little test. First question. Which tool is necessary for planting in the desert?
Une quadripelle.
That's right. Next, what kind of produce can't be grown in the desert?
Laitue.
That's right. It's really hard to grow lettuce in Sandrock.
Lettuce and many other crops need sticky and moist soil. Although most of the free cities can grow them, it's a real struggle in Sandrock. But don't give up. I'm sure in the future, breakthroughs will be made, and we'll be enjoying Sandrock lettuce. Oh, I didn't trip you up at all. If I had known, I'd have prepared more difficult questions. You should see the questions on our tests. But if I'm honest, your answers kind of show that you really do care for your crops. I'm proud of you. Planting is actually a super interesting and deep study. Different plants need to be cared for in different ways. I still have a lot to learn myself. Oh, by the way, Mr. Zeke, I have something to ask you. These are the raspberry seeds cultivated by our school. The school heard I was coming to Sandrock and asked me to give these seeds to you. The teachers are curious about how these seeds will grow in a desert greenhouse. If it all goes well, maybe you'll be eating raspberries soon.
Thank you. I'll accept this on behalf of Sandrock. Let's grow this together.
Bon bah on va faire ça. Et voilà.
All right, that's all of them. Thank you for your seeds, Mia.
Thank you too, Zeke. I learned a lot today.
Now, you two take care. I need to go take care of some crops.
That was really great. I learned a lot. I need to go and write a report for school. Gosh, I have so many ideas right now. When I was hanging out with you, it really felt like I'd been here for years. If I'm honest, I kinda want to stay a little longer.
C'est parce que je vais te manquer.
No, of course not. Well, maybe a little. Well, thanks for coming with me today. I'm not gonna hold you up any longer. I'll see myself around town. I kinda want to see the sights. I'm leaving early tomorrow morning after all.
Bon voilà, on va arrêter la vidéo là pour aujourd'hui. En tout cas, j'espère qu'elle vous a plu. Si c'est le cas, n'hésitez pas à vous abonner et à liker. Portez-vous bien, à la prochaine. Ciao.